Hello, all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and tonight was night one of the 2023 WWE Draft, where we decide where and when we see all the talent going forward. Triple H said this was going to be a blockbuster, in his words, a blockbuster draft that is quote-unquote changing the game. Was the game necessarily changed tonight? Was it one of those drafts that made you go, damn, this is going to be different. This is going to be a different WWE. We're about to see a massive shit in the status quo. Or was it more the same? I think you all know what the answer to that question is. If you saw even 5 minutes of this draft, you already know what my reaction was. If I could sum up this show in one word, I would have to say confused, baffled, if that's even the right word for it. I came out of this show with the reaction most of you came out of it. What? Huh? What is going on? Exactly. He's a maniac.
I hope Punk returns soon because Dynamite is stale.
Whoa, wrong show, sir. Wrong show. Wrong show. This isn't Dynamite. Dynamite was actually noteworthy and it had storylines and characters and it advanced things. This is Smackdown. Thanks for the donation, but wrong show. Wake up. But yeah, when you saw those draft picks, the biggest one being Cody Rhodes going to Raw and Roman Reigns going to SmackDown, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not very happy about that. Because it pretty much indicates, well, if Cody's going to fight Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, one or two things have to happen. He has to be traded. That's happened before. Or he has to win Money in the Bank and cash in. Otherwise, the story ends. He doesn't finish the story. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. I have a feeling that we're going to see Roman and Cody again at SummerSlam. Don't worry. Don't worry, Cody fans. We're going to get there. But with the way things are looking, I'm kind of baffled by that call. I'm also baffled by Bianca Belair, your Raw Women's Champion, being drafted to SmackDown while she's your Raw Women's Champion. And to make it even more confusing, Damage Control, Io Sky, Bayley, and Dakota Kai also gets drafted to SmackDown. Meaning, next Saturday, the Raw Women's Championship will be competed against 2 SmackDown stars. Huh? NXT champion Indy Hartwell gets drafted to the main roster on Raw, I believe, as well as the NXT Tag Team Champions, Women's Tag Team Champions, Can't get the other ones confused, but who knows, we might see them get drafted as well. But the Women's Tag Team Champs, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, also got drafted. Huh? If you saw Shawn Michaels look, because Shawn Michaels was one of the people, it was him and Road Dogg, that came out and announced that these NXT call-ups were being moved. And he was not happy. Not happy. And he wasn't working you. He wasn't trying to work you. He was legitimately not happy. I wonder who made that call. And I think you all know. I'm sorry. This whole thing just left me going, what the hell? And with the way things are looking, more than likely Rhea's going to, I'm assuming Rhea's going to stay on Raw, Which means, oh God, we're gonna do another dumb, stupid title swap. Did we not learn anything from Becky and Charlotte? They're just gonna swap the titles so Bianca is now the SmackDown Women's Champ and Rhea's gonna be the Raw Women's Champ. Why? That's stupid. That's so dumb. Oh, and to make matters worse, this whole concept of the draft makes no sense. And this is how you know Vince is back. So let me ask you guys something. This whole draft thing, we got people from Raw and SmackDown deciding picks, right? Who are these people deciding? Who's deciding these picks? There's one GM. There's one official. It's Adam Pearce. It would have made more sense if they went back to GMs. Maybe Raw gets JBL and SmackDown gets Teddy Long. I would have loved that. And they decided with, I don't know, Triple H and Adam Pearce. Who's deciding this crap? Who are the people deciding who goes where? The people who announced it? It makes no sense. None of this makes any sense. This is my problem. This is my issue with the draft. All of this crap is just a waste of time. Especially knowing Vince, he's going to break his own goddamn rules anyways. He'll say, well, yeah, they're actually on these brands, but we're going to find a way to get them on SmackDown anyways. It's stupid. It's dumb. Okay? But this is what you had to expect. This is what you had to expect when you got a crazy senile old man running the show. The draft is going to continue because we got night 2 coming this Monday, and I'm hoping I'll like it more. But from what I'm seeing, and I'm going to call this right now, do not be shocked if Seth Rollins gets moved to SmackDown. I'm almost half expecting it. Watch it happen. Because they didn't move. They kept Becky on Raw. They kept her on Raw. So I'm half expecting Seth to be moved to SmackDown. Maybe they'll do something where they'll trade Becky and Cody. Well, they can't because Becky and Cody are on the same freaking rep. Maybe they'll do something where they trade Seth and Cody. That's what I meant to say. Seth and Cody. I don't know. Watch it happen, though. Watch them move Seth to SmackDown just to screw with him. It makes no sense. That's why I think it's going to happen. But we're going to go through the results. I'm going to go through each one by one, give you my thoughts about it, whether I think it's going to work, whether I think it won't work. And then we'll do the same thing for Monday Night Raw. And then it's smooth sailing. It's smooth sailing after that. I have no idea. I have no idea what the hell's going on, but I'm not writing the show. But anyways, thank you all so much for being here. Got over 100 people early. I love to see it. Let's keep those numbers going. So let's pay these bills, say hello to the chat, hello to the mods, sponsorship, and then get right to the results of the WWE Draft. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it! Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at Just Alex Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, super chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. And yes, get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Men t-shirt. Get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. America, the remix. T-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And today's sponsor is Extra Wallet, changing the way you carry your items one day at a time. I can get you an Extra Wallet, a slick, both of them work. Minimalistic wallet for 40% off. I could hook you up. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. Sorry. But yeah, let's get a quick word from that sponsor. And then, of course, we'll get to some shout out. Today's video is sponsored by Extra. In today's age, old leather wallets are a thing of the past. People are looking for something more efficient. That's where Extra comes in. It can fit in your front pocket or any other space convenient for your access. It is the perfect smart wallet for minimalists that only carry essential items such as credit cards and IDs. It also has a cool pop-up feature that allows you to see what's inside, so you always know what you're getting out. Plus, it comes with its own tracker that connects with your phone, so if you ever misplace it, you can instantly find it. Amazing designs, amazing features, all at amazing prices. And today, if you click the link down below and use the promo code JustAlex, you can get 40% off any purchase you make. I truly believe this is a great gift and it's changing the way people carry their items. So don't hesitate. Use the link below and get you a wallet today. Thank you all so much for joining me. As always, please show some love to the moderators. Ultra, Shaw 97 Firestar Heart, Eliza Demi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Khalil does everything, and of course Big MGM, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. It is imperative that you guys, and this is doing me a favor, like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. And that's going to help grow my numbers. My numbers are exploding. They've been exploding ever since 2023 came around because you guys have been liking the videos, watching the shorts, watching the content, sharing my content, and blowing up my social media. From Twitter to TikTok to Facebook, you guys are helping me become one of the premier channels for professional wrestling. And best believe, I am going to keep putting my best foot forward. Thank you all so much for choosing me today. All right, let's see what we got here in the live chat. I see a couple of YouTube members. The Tribal Chief in the building. Yo, Tribal Chief, what you gonna do about the Usos, man? What you gonna do about them Usos? They failing you. The Beep Jr. in his house. One of my loyalist supporters. Thank you so much for being here. If I see any more, I'll shout them out. But here we go. We got Ghoul. World Order. Joseph Winters. I think I see. Let me be sure I don't miss anybody here. Monaco 42. Shaw Yisrael. From Browntown, Mr. Robert Brown. We also got Wrestle Spider. Bruh, are you seeing Into the Spider-Verse? The Spider-Man movie coming out this summer? Bro, I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Amadeus. Helsing in his house. We got Romeo Morales. Uh-oh. Romeo? How his song go again? How did Romeo's song go? Cause I know Bow Wow song. All I wanna do is see you bounce with. Which song did Romeo do? Who here remembers Romeo? Is he even still around? The Mexico. Jojo. Fan Bot. The guy that made my intro. He's amazing. Show him some love. JJ, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? JJ Bulldog. He let them dogs out. Valhalla Erickson. We also got, let me scroll down a little bit. Ratchet Silla. Amazing Tribe. BW Rosa. Let me see here. Joe Arredondo. Phantasmo. Let's do two more, then we'll do some super chats. Jonathan Ayala. Shadow Star. And last but not least, Q Blackmond. Thank you all so much. Let me go ahead and play these super chats. And if I don't say your name, please don't be offended. It's not because I hate you. It's because I got a lot to get to and a lot of people to check out. But
HBK tossed his draft card in FUSTRUSATION as well.
frustration. Not frustration, but frustration. Damn, that's a next level kind of frustration. He sure did, though. He was pissed.
Today's WWE Draft continues on Saturday from 2 night.
Wait, it's continuing? On social media? Lord have mercy. I'll cover that on Monday then. I didn't know it was still going on. But yeah, anyways, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let me go ahead and pause these super chats. We'll get to the rest of the super chats at the end of the stream. But if you guys don't mind. Well, let's talk about this WWE Draft. So first off, when it comes to Smackdown tonight, the show was whatever. Main event was fine. Usos lost to Sammy and KO. I'm thinking we were going to see something happen to him with Solo, but he was cut off by Matt Riddle. So we're going to save that, I'm assuming, for Backlash. Whatever's about to happen to the Usos. Oh, they about to get wrecked. And I mean, R-E-K-T. Wrecked. But yeah, other than that, nothing noteworthy to really talk about in terms of the matches. It was just a regular episode. LA Knight won a match. Excuse me, let me get it right. I meant to say LA Knight. Yeah. Won a match. That's good, I suppose. But other than that, like, Zelina Vega got herself a win. It was a roll-up pin. They're going for the underdog, David and Goliath type of story. Straight up said, Zelina Vega beating Rhea is probably not going to happen, but it's possible. Is it probable? Not really. Is it possible? Maybe. That's the build. You know, it would have made a lot more sense if they just had her, I don't know, win matches, go on a win streak, and then fight Rhea Ripley, but alright. Whatevs. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just get to this. You all know what it's time for. It's time for the WWE Draft. We're going to talk about each result one by one, starting off with your Tribal Chief. By the way, thank you, Fightful Select. I'll be using the picks that they put up, essentially, to go through each pick. So, check this out. The first draft pick was Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and Solo Sikoa. They were drafted as the Bloodline, not the Usos. Interesting. They're pretty much telegraphing what's about to happen. They're getting ready to split up the Usos from the Bloodline. Wow. Huh. Now, here's what I will say. You all knew eventually that was going to happen. Eventually, that was going to happen. I'm just kind of shocked we're doing it here at the draft and not, SummerSlam. I was thinking we were going to do it around SummerSlam, but what do I know? I don't know. So I guess, yeah, that's it. The Usos are going to be split from the Bloodline. Where that goes, I have no freaking clue. We're going to have to find out. But, yes, Roman on SmackDown, of course. SmackDown is your flagship show. Roman is your guy. And he's taking both the belts, the WWE and the Universal Championship with him. So, there you go. Which means, and confirms, that Raw will be getting the World Heavyweight Championship. So, they'll be crowning a new World Champion on Raw. And maybe that new world champion will be this guy. Hate to say it, but Raw is getting Cody Rhodes. As soon as this was announced, people lost their shit on the interweb. Because this means most likely, and not saying that it can't be changed, but it means most likely Cody will not be getting his shot against Roman Reigns. Now, let me assure you something. Let me assure you of one thing. WWE is very much aware that fans want to see Cody beat Roman. They're not stupid. They know damn well that the story, when we talk about finish the story is Cody winning the championship that his father never won. It's not the World Heavyweight Championship, because his dad won that. The belt that his dad never won was the WWE Championship that's being carried by Roman. Roman is the guy that Cody has to beat. Period. End of story. Case closed. You cannot give Cody that World Heavyweight Championship and think, well, story complete. No, it doesn't work that way. Cody goes for that world title, the heavyweight title, he is settling. And therefore, he's given up, and that will kill his momentum. That will shatter, absolutely shatter anything that he's built up with this storyline. And it's bad enough that he lost at WrestleMania, which I still think was the right call, but only if you follow that call up with a rematch at SummerSlam. So, earlier today, I think this was Louis? Well, it comes from WrestleVotes, but Louis Danger, who does podcasts or interviews about reports given by WrestleVotes. WrestleVotes is a very, very noteworthy source when it comes to wrestling news, especially WWE. And they said that Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns is on the table for the main event of WrestleMania 40. Now, just because they have a match that could potentially happen at WrestleMania does not mean they can't have a match before then. They just said it's on the table for the main event of WrestleMania. Here's what I think they should do. If that is true, if they want to do Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania next year, I am fine with that, but only if Cody versus Roman does happen at SummerSlam, Cody wins, and then they do the rubber match at WrestleMania. Because then you have Roman beat him at WrestleMania, Cody beat him at SummerSlam, so now Cody will be defending the belt against Roman. That's the next wrinkle. That's the second wrinkle. The third wrinkle, I suppose. Whatever you want to say. But that's going to make it more interesting. And if that's the case, cool. Personally, I would bring The Rock in. Have The Rock be the special guest referee. If he can't wrestle, he can at least be the special guest referee. And if it's going to be too nice, which I think it is, all right, we can do what we should have done this year. Night 1, we do Cody versus Roman. And then night 2, we do Rock versus Roman. Or flip-flop it. I don't care what you do. I would do it the first way around because that makes the most sense. But I'm spitballing at this point. I don't know if The Rock's going to show up at WrestleMania or not. But that would be a good way to bring him in as the referee for Cody versus Roman, the third match at WrestleMania next year. Cody versus Roman needs to be the main event of SummerSlam. I don't care how the hell you get there. If you want Cody Rhodes to enter this World Championship tournament and lose to Seth Rollins and then win Money in the Bank to cash in against Roman, fine. If you gotta trade Cody Rhodes to SmackDown, fine. The main event at SummerSlam needs to be Cody versus Roman Reigns 2. No other match needs to main event that show. If you're going to sell out Ford Stadium, you're going to put this show at a stadium, you need to justify that with a blockbuster match. There's no bigger match they can do right now than a rematch between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Don't save that shit for WrestleMania. That thing is way too long away. You do the second match at SummerSlam, then do the third match at WrestleMania next year, if you want to do that. But you have got to do SummerSlam, Cody versus Roman. And he has to beat Roman. Cody has to beat Roman. They know this. Everyone in that company knows this. And if Vince McMahon wants to fuck it up, if Vince McMahon doesn't like it, they need to strangle that guy. I'm sorry, I'm done. They need to kidnap him, lock him up somewhere, and keep him away from creative. There's 150, fuck that. There's over 1,000 people working for WWE. I guarantee you, if all of them band together, they can make it happen. Vince is almost in his 80s, for Christ's sake. Enough! Enough! Fuck! Anyone just sick and tired of Vince McMahon ruining everything? I know I am! Jesus Christ! But yeah, don't worry. I know a lot of people are upset that Cody's going to be on Raw. SmackDown's going to keep Roman. They'll find a way to get around that. Even if they have to just ignore the draft altogether, which is possible too. But I see Cody versus Roman still happening at SummerSlam. Because what else are you going to do? Exactly. Woo! Oh, Lord have mercy. Lordy Lord, Bianca Belair, your Raw Women's Champion going to SmackDown. What the hell was this called? I swear to God, if they swap the belts with her and Rhea, if I turn on Raw this Monday and see that Rhea or Judgment Day gets drafted to Raw, and they end up swapping the belts with her and Bianca, I am going to be furious. Because that's stupid. It's dumb. But with the way things are looking, they're not going to have a choice. Especially since Io Sky, spoiler alert, is going to be on SmackDown. And now Io Sky and Bianca are going to be competing for the Raw Women's Championship. That's stupid. Why the hell should I care about their match next Saturday? Someone make that make sense to me. Now, you know they did that on purpose just for shock value. They didn't give a damn about whether it made sense or not. They just want people to go, what? That's so stupid. I'm sorry, it's stupid. The more I look at this picture, it's stupid. Oh my God. Okay, well, Bianca's going to SmackDown. And they're going to swap belts. God, man, that's going to be so lame. Becky Lynch is staying. Well, honestly, yeah, if Becky Lynch is staying on Raw, I can almost guarantee you that means Seth is staying, but I have a feeling, because Vince likes to fuck with people, I have a feeling Seth is going to SmackDown. I just have that feeling in me that Seth is going to be traded to SmackDown. Watch it happen. Hey, I'm just saying, you know who's running the show. I know Triple H is the COO, the CCO, the COO, whatever the hell, the CCO, the Chief Content Officer, right? Well, Vince McMahon's still making the calls. So at the end of the day, wherever he decides is what's going to happen. But yeah, Becky Lynch staying on Raw. Sure, honestly, if she moved to SmackDown, it doesn't really matter because both women's divisions suck right now. They both suck. And I don't see them getting any better with the call-ups we got either. Spoiler alert. I'm just spoiling my ass off. So give me your thoughts about the first round there. Triple H presented that round. You love to see it. And now, we move on to the second round. So that, ow, put the inside of my cheek. Ow. I hate when that happens. Does anyone else do that too when you bite the inside of your cheek? Ouch. Next round was presented by Rob Van Dam, who represents Raw, and Michael P.S. Hayes, who represents Smack It Down. And so these lovely people, made the following picks. So by default, Bianca Belair goes to SmackDown. Her husband has to follow, which means the Street Profits, ladies and gentlemen, are now on SmackDown. I want them to break up. It's time for Montez Ford to be a singles act. Angelo Dawkins, quite frankly, could have been moved to Raw, but they moved him as a package for some reason. Okay, kind of weird, but fine. I still want my singles run for Montez Ford. I wants it. Okay? And I'll keep pushing for it because that's what needs to happen. Yeah, there's literally nothing left for them to do as a tag team. They've already won both tag team belts. There's nothing else for them to do. So let's split them up. Plain and simple. This is a big one. This pretty much shifted things around massively. Imperium, this being, of course, Ludwig Kaiser, Vinci, and GUNTHER. Excuse me. GUNTHER. GUNTHER. Your IC champion is now moving to Raw. And yeah, that's a big one. It's also going to spoil who's moving to SmackDown because Raw has the US champ, so I'm guessing the US champ gets moved to SmackDown. Austin Theory is going to be moving to SmackDown, or is Austin going to drop is Austin Theory dropping the belt this Monday? And then, well, actually no, is he dropping the belt on Saturday? And then the guy who wins that match is bringing the belt to SmackDown. So most likely what's going to happen is Austin's going to go into Backlash as US champ, and then he'll drop the belt to Bobby Lashley, who's going to SmackDown. Spoiler alert. But yeah, Gunther on Raw. Wow. Interesting. Let's see what happens. I'm curious to see what the Raw roster is going to look like around him. Because I can see him being a dominant IC champ. He's already a dominant IC champ, but especially on Raw. But yeah, Raw could use him. Dear God, could Raw use him. But yeah, that's Imperium. And then the Rated R Superstar Edge. On this day, I see clearly everything. Edge is going to SmackDown. All right. I'm also assuming that means cameo appearances from Beth Phoenix as well. Cool. Who does he face? That's the ultimate question. Who is he fighting on SmackDown? Kinda weird, don't you think? Very weird. At least, here was my mindset. I was thinking Edge was going to be a part of that World Championship tournament, but now that he's on SmackDown, I don't know who he's going to fight. Because here's the thing. If he was on Raw, he could have fought Gunther. He could have been a part of the tournament. Maybe even fight a heel Drew McIntyre. Spoiler alert, that is the next pick. Let me just go ahead and pull that up really quickly. Nope, I lied. That's Matt Riddle. He's one of the picks ahead. But he is on here. But yeah, man, I'm very curious to know why they put him on SmackDown, though. Because the more I think about it, there's not much else for him to do. This is a wait and see kind of thing. Maybe they'll find something for Edge, but as of right now, I'm just baffled what they're going to do with him. Matt Riddle's on Raw. That makes sense. I'm also assuming this means Randy Orton will be on Raw when he returns, if he returns. Yeah, he's involved currently in a feud with the Bloodline, which is going to be kind of weird, knowing that the Bloodline is going to be on SmackDown. Don't necessarily know what they're going to do with him. I guess go after the IC title. Nah, him and Gunther? Oh, okay. Him and Gunther would be an awesome feud. But very curious to see what they do with him. That's a pick where I'm just kind of like, all right, well, I mean, he's already on Raw, so let's see what else happens to him, right? Well, give me your thoughts about those. All right, so let's get these out the way. I already spoiled these two. Bobby Lashley. Bobby who? Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is on SmackDown. I'm hoping this means Cedric, Shelton, and of course MVP, and I guess Omos also get moved to SmackDown. And we could do the Hurt Business. Not the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business. Because if they're going to break up the bloodline, if they're breaking up the bloodline, yo, we got to have a stable to replace them. And it's got to be the Hurt Business. That would be so goddamn dope. I'm just saying. But yeah, Bobby Lashley on SmackDown. Big pickup. That's a fair trade. Like, if Raw's going to get GUNTHER, then yeah, Bobby should be on SmackDown. I feel like that's a fair trade. I'm not hating on that. Drew McIntyre is going to Raw. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen, especially since we need a new champ, a new world champ, and he's in the conversation. Like I said before, it's either going to be Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre. If they move Seth to SmackDown, Drew's winning that world title. Just so we're clear. It's not going to be Cody. I don't see it being Cody. It shouldn't be Cody. It's going to be Drew. If Seth goes to SmackDown. If Seth is staying on Raw with his wife, which I hope he is, then yeah. Then we can have a conversation. Is it going to be Seth or Drew? But personally, if it was up to me, on the off chance that Seth is staying on Raw. Well, let me say it this way. On the off chance that Seth is going to SmackDown, a heel Drew McIntyre as a world champion would be fire. Fire. Would love that. And I think it would make the most sense because when he was a babyface, nothing went his way. Nothing went his way when he was a babyface. So now he's becoming a lot more aggressive, and you see the results of that. So there you go. I wouldn't mind a heel Drew McIntyre as world champ. Seth Rollins, though, is going to win that world title. I think he's going to stay on Raw, and he's going to hold the belt. But with the way things are with Seth is done with the BS. You know he's done with the BS. You know he's tired of it. You know he's going to give it to Vince however way he feels like giving it to him. So, we're going to have to see where things sit on that. The Miz is a Raw pick. And moving on. SmackDown's big. SmackDown got AJ Styles. And yeah, ultimately that's what they got. No offense to Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and Mia Yim. Love me some Mia Yim. Of course, all respect for Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. But the pick here is AJ Styles. SmackDown got AJ. That is an opponent for Roman Reigns. That right there. That guy right there would hump in a match against Roman Reigns. They would tear the house down. Remember their match in 2016? Their match is in 2016? Oh, yeah. Oh, you already know. You already know. They would tear the house down. So I'm excited. And, AJ's had a chance to relax, get healthy, and get back into shape to do great things. So I can see him getting in there with Roman and tearing it up. So that's definitely a pick that I think SmackDown needed. Because now SmackDown can go back to being the house that AJ Styles built. Missed that catchphrase, by the way. Don't know much about Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They're just there for roster depth. And Mia Yim on SmackDown? Ooh. I mean, she honestly fits in better with the men. With the women, she doesn't really stand out. So I like her with the OC, quite frankly. I'm just being honest with you. That's just how I feel. From there, we conclude this draft with what I think is... Look, I'm going to just be frank with y'all. When it comes to these picks here, there's only one pick from this list I'm perfectly fine with. And we're going to start off with him. Nakamura going to Raw. That's long overdue. I think he should have been on Raw. I feel like he was on Raw, but then something happened, and they moved him to SmackDown, but whatever. Unless my memory's failing me, this is his first time going to Raw. Yes. Another person that could be a world champion. Honestly, real talk, I would love Nakamura to be a world champion on Raw. If they decide, it's not going to happen because Vince McMahon doesn't like Asians. But hey, it's true. It's true. Vince hates Asians. Yes, he does. You know he does. I'm just saying. Okay? Unless they make him laugh. Me choppy yo pee pee. Remember that segment, Val Venus? Me choppy yo pee pee. Anyways, you'll get what I'm saying if you're an Attitude Era fan. You know what segment I'm talking about. And then Kai and Tai. Anyways, like, he doesn't take Japanese wrestlers seriously. He never will. He doesn't like Asians. So, more than likely, Vince is not going to let Nakamura be the world champion. Triple H would have definitely thrown the belt on him, and Nakamura would have been fire as a world champ. So, I don't know what they're going to do with him, but that's a pick right there where I'm just like, yes, absolutely. All right. Damage Control. Lord have mercy. Listen, they're going to break up. They better break up. I will be floored if they kept them together. I'm just baffled that we're doing this now when Bianca Belair and Io Sky have a Raw Women's Championship match next Saturday, and they're both on Smackdown. What? That makes no sense. At all. At all. Why should I care? Why should I care? So what? They can swap the belts with Rhea Ripley? God damn it all, man. That is so stupid. It really kills the match for you. Because if they would have kept... Here's what I would have done. I would have waited until Damage Control split it up to make that call. Because quite frankly, Bianca wasn't going to lose the belt next Saturday anyways. But still, it would have made the match more interesting if they would have kept Io Sky on Raw. And then made you think, well, I guess Bianca has to lose here, right? Right? It made the match interesting. But since they're both moving to SmackDown, it's a foregone conclusion. It doesn't matter who wins because it's stupid. It's dumb either way. And I'm sorry, let me go back. I gotta say it. This is a failure. This group is a failure. There's nothing interesting about them. They don't win. They're jobbers. They are the very definition of jobbers. And they're all three above that. We need to split them up and make them singles competitors. All three of them. Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai need to be singles competitors because they are better than what the booking is telling you they are. And I can't stand it. They deserve better. They should get better. Break this team up. We tried it out. It didn't work. Let's move on. The most baffling picks, and I mean the most baffling picks of the entire night, are these NXT champions being called up. Alba Fire, Kaylee Ray, by the way, and Isla Dawn, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champs. What? Watch them call up Carmelo Hayes on Raw. Look here. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Isla Dawn or Kaylee Ray are not ready for the main roster. I think Kaylee Ray, Alba Fire, is more than ready. I don't know much about Isla Dawn. I'm assuming she's ready. Y'all tell me. I don't mind them being called up, but why are you calling up the champs? They just won those belts and you're calling them up. Most importantly, why are you calling up the NXT Women's Champ? What? Over Roxanne? Not saying she still won't be called up, but what the hell? Indy Hartwell? Who in their right mind made that call? You cannot tell me that these two calls were not made by Vince, only to screw with HBK. This is Vince McMahon saying, he's not gonna see it coming, pal. got hit. You can't just say pow. It's pow. This makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Why is the NXT champion called up? So what, is she dropping the belt? Is she going to vacate it? Just, it really negates everything they've done. And if she was going to be called up, why didn't she drop the belt? You know what I mean? That's just weird. That's never happened. I don't think that's actually ever happened. Where the champ gets called up while they're the champ. Has that actually happened? Like on NXT before, where the champ was called up as they were champs? There might have been an instance where that did happen. Someone remind me. But that's, even if there was a moment where that happened, this is crazy. I'm telling you, watch them call up Carmelo Hayes this Monday and leave Braun Breaker and Roxanne on NXT. Now, I personally have been saying that Carmelo Hayes is main roster ready. For years, he has been main roster ready for years, my dude. But he's the NXT champ right now. So it makes no sense to call him up. Watch them call him up. Watch them call him up. Just to fuck with HBK. And for the record, Shawn Michaels, when he heard this news, was not happy. No, he was not happy. In case you guys are like, what are you talking about? He wasn't happy. Okay. Since y'all think I'm playing, come with me real quick. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something right now. This is Shawn Michaels. Look at his reaction when he heard the NXT Women's Champs were being called up, along with his NXT Women's Champ. Look at Shawn Michaels. Put his head up. Throw the card. Does that look like someone who's working you? Watch it again. He is not. Look at that. He's not happy. Okay, that, my friends, is a man who's fed up with the bullshit. One more time. Look at this. Look around, boom. He doesn't even want to look at the camera. Like, he's just sick of it. He's just sick of it. All that work he did. Just for Vince to come in and just say, well, I'm going to do something that's funny, pal. And there's no plan for Indy Hartwell or Isla Dawn or Alba Fire. Vince just did that to fuck with HBK and go, God, that's funny, pal. Terrible, man. And that was night one. I'm baffled. I'm just confused. Man, I don't know what's going on with Cody. I have a feeling we're still going to get Cody and Roman. That's just weird to me that they are going to have them on both brands for some reason. That's all right. Bianca Belair being drafted while she's Raw Women's Champ is never going to make sense to me. The NXT champs, both the Women's Tag Team champs and, of course, the NXT Women's Champ, that's just stupid. That makes zero sense to me personally. I swear to God, if they move up Carmelo Hayes, you're gonna know that they're fucking with HBK. Other than that, man, we're gonna have to see how the rest of the picks go. I'm scared Seth is gonna be called to SmackDown. Split him and Becky up. Street Profits, we'll see how well they do. Of course, you also got Gunther on Raw. I'm excited about that one. I'm excited about Bobby on SmackDown. I hope things go well for Nakamura on Raw. I'm not too sure about that with Vince in charge. Drew, a heel Drew on Raw would be excellent. AJ Styles on SmackDown, great. The rest of the crew, man. But AJ Styles on SmackDown, great pick. Edge on SmackDown, I don't know. Kind of weird. Don't know about that one. Let's see where that one goes. Yeah. Damage Control on SmackDown, don't give a damn. Split them up, maybe I'll care. Miz on Raw, who gives a damn? Matt Riddle on Raw, let's see what happens with that. I did not come out of this draft going, damn, I'm excited about WWE. I literally went into the show with no expectations, came out going, Nothing's changed. No, I went in not excited. I came out not excited. I'm just confused now. Just more confused more than ever. And you know something else? I'm going to say it again. I do not think this is going to stick. I have a feeling that Vince is just going to break his own rules again because that's what he does. Vince loves to break his own rules. He don't give a damn about this. He just wants to come in and just press buttons and just fuck shit up. He's like that kid that just wants, let me play. And then Triple H has to clean it all up. It's crazy. But yeah, we still got a lot more picks to go. We got Monday. Someone's telling me that Saraya Paige. Oh, that's right. She was called up while she was champ. I forgot all about that. Was Kevin Owens called up? Wait. That's right. He fought John Cena as NXT champ. That's right. That's right. Okay. Wait, Sasha got called up while she was champ? Huh. I'm pretty sure it was just Paige and KO. I don't know if Sasha was caught, but yeah. Thank you for that. Anyways, y'all, give me your thoughts. Because, look, we got one more night on Monday. We'll have the full results after that. When I see the actual rosters, I'll have an opinion. I'll have a full opinion on it, and maybe my views will change. But for right now, yeah, I'm baffled. I don't know what the hell the rest of this roster is going to look like, but y'all let me know. Let me know in the live chat what y'all feeling like. How y'all feel about this? You have the floor now. I'm going to play some super chats, and then we'll get right to your thoughts.
Trinity made her Impact debut. Video is up of it.
I saw that. Congratulations to her. Glad she didn't come back to this crap. I think Impact is a great place for her right now. Whatever she's working on, they'll amplify it 10 times over. Jimmy Sweet Tooth 06. Good to have you here. Jimmy. I don't know why I gave you the Timmy, but I gave you Jimmy.
Bobby's already targeting Roman via his Twitter.
Ooh, okay. Bobby and Roman, let's go. Hey, I told y'all, like, it's either going to be Bobby or Seth fighting Roman at Night of Champions. I'm cool with either one.
If I remember correctly, AJ and Roman haven't touched since 2016.
You are correct. You are correct. That is definitely a match that we haven't seen in a long time. It's been a while. I'm excited about it. Hey, let the super chats come in. I love seeing these super chats lining up for me. Keep them coming.
Edge versus Logan Paul. Don't say I didn't warn y'all.
Danny, don't get kicked out. Don't get kicked out, Danny. I like you, Danny. Thank you for the donation. Don't get kicked out. You hear me? Don't say that name in my presence. Don't say that name. Don't say his name. Don't say his name.
Wouldn't be the first time NXT wrestlers got called up while still champion in NXT.
Still baffling though. It's just weird. You had Roxanne and Braun Breaker and other people you could have called up. You went with those girls? Alright. It's just weird. You know what I mean? It's just weird. Just a weird thing to do. Let me see here. Alright, well let's talk about it. Let's see here. Pain Enthusiast says the NXT Tag Team Champs, Women's Tag Team Champs, are still green, and so is Indy Hartwell. Yeah, Indy Hartwell needs a lot of work, so that one really baffles me. But the other two, does Kaylee Ray really need that much work? Honestly, she should already be on the main roster. Isla Dawn, I don't know much about her, but I hear she's a veteran too, so I'm not actually mad that they got called up, but why call them up when they're champs? That's just weird and baffling. Yeah, like, Alba's more than ready. But Indy's, like, nowhere close to being ready. She is green. But she's up. That's weird. Isn't Indy Hartwell injured? I don't know. Is she actually hurt? Actually, yes, I did see something about that. Did she did she break her leg or, like, injure herself during one of the moves with her and, Roxanne, and that other chick, the blonde-haired one that everyone likes, whose name I'm escaping, that escapes me right now? Tiffany. Yeah. Hopefully she's okay. That sucks. Midnight Joker. In a legit draft, you would pick the champ. I mean, NFL drafts, if they work, wouldn't the point be to go for someone young? I thought the whole point of a draft was to build for the future. You don't want someone who's already there. You want someone who can score you 500 touchdowns in the next 10 years, not someone who's already scored 500 touchdowns. Does that make sense? Listen, if I was going to be drafting as a football coach, yes, I want some veterans, but I want some young stars who are hungry, who going to come in and wreck shop and score me 500 touchdowns in the next 10 years. That's what I thought. They called up Solo while he was champ. That is true. Forgot all about that. Why is it KO and Sammy not drafted? I have no idea. Were they in the draft pool? Were they in the draft pool? I don't know. Let me see here. After Backlash taking a break from WWE, ever since the Endeavor sale was announced, WWE's been trash. Yeah, it's been trash. It's been mega trash, honestly. I don't see it getting any better. It's like WWE doesn't care about making the titles and tag team titles relevant and prestigious anymore, knowing that they are now still passing and switching them like trading cards in video games. Yeah, it's just gonna make the titles feel like garbage. That's so goddamn stupid. And the women should stand up against that, because that's dumb. Alyx, will Charlotte please come back just to put over talents and not play the but all I need is a break my daddy's record. I see what you're trying to say there. Lee Mexico, just call it Superstar Shakeup and leave the draft to NXT upcoming stars. Yeah, that feels a lot more. That makes a lot more sense to me. Because you're drafting to the main roster. Hartwell is not that bad. She was a monster heel before coming to NXT. It's another case of WWE toning her style down. Really? I never seen her as a monster heel. I want to see her as a monster heel. Kevin and Sam will get drafted on Monday. Okay, we'll have to figure that one out. Even I don't know. Yeah, guys. Other than that, let's see. We're gonna be back up here live on Monday to do part 2, night 2 of the draft. I'm gonna go ahead and make the stream for that after this. By the way, get that out the way. But give me your thoughts. How are you feeling about night 1? Do you see any of these draft picks going anywhere? How are we feeling about Cody and Roman potentially not working with each other because they're on different brands? Let me get your thoughts about all of this. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you for making me a part of your day. As you file out, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell. Catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Of course, donate, PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And be ready to do more live streams and more content coming your way. So, next week, Monday is the final night of the draft. I got AEW, Dynamite. We got preview and predictions for Backlash. And then next Saturday, of course, is, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Backlash in Puerto Rico, which is going to be a great show. Excited about that. And then we're just smooth sailing after that. We're just smooth sailing onward to Money in the Bank. And I believe after this, it's going to be Double or Nothing, right? Double or Nothing. Then, actually, no. It's Double or Nothing, then Forbidden Door, then Money in the Bank, then SummerSlam. I can't forget about Forbidden Door. Then after SummerSlam, it's Wembley Stadium, All In, and then All Out. We are doing All In, All Out. We'll talk about that in a later date. Don't worry. But we have a lot coming your way. So please be sure to subscribe for more right here in Alyx's World. A place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm signing out. I'll catch you guys next time. Please take care of yourselves. See you later. Peace.